Awesome. I'm here with Jared McDonald. We're super excited to talk to you guys a little bit about peptides. We want to make this super brief. I know you're busy as parents or business owners, and so we want to get right to the point with this. So, Jared, I'm going to start off. Can you talk to us just a little bit about synthetic versus all natural peptides?
Yeah. I think that's probably the biggest question we get is like, are these the injectable ones? Are these the synthetic ones like we hear about, right? That I just heard one got recalled 2 days ago. So, which are scary. So these are not synthetic. Synthetic peptides are usually the injectable ones. They're formulated in a lab. They're pharmaceuticals. They're through prescriptions, and there's a lot of really negative side effects. Like most people gain the weight back, you lose a ton of muscle on them. There's a lot of side effects on most of them, and so most people stop them because they're too expensive and they have too many side effects, and then they gain all the weight back. Like that's what the research is showing is even within 1 year, 2/3 of the weight comes back on. And so because they're synthetic, the body doesn't know how to like balance it very well. And your body actually will stop producing its own peptides. And so it's a scary thing, right? Even though we're losing weight, it doesn't make us healthier. So that's kind of the synthetic part because we know how important peptides are. Like a peptide, for those who don't know, is basically amino acids, which build muscle and protein in your body, and they bond together and create a chain. And the longer the chain is, you get a full protein, but the smaller the chain, it gets to be a peptide. And peptides are like the key to unlocking specific functions in your body. So if you want better eyesight, or you want less cravings, or you want to build muscle, or you want your ligaments to heal, there's specific peptides that do that in the body. There's thousands of them. And so I think researchers have known this for years. And so they're like, can we pull this out and use it as a therapeutic process for people to get their body to either lose weight or build muscle or whatever it is that people do. Build muscle and lose weight are, I think, the big ones. So that's kind of where the synthetic world has come into play. But just up until now, we've never really had natural peptides that we could use in like supplemental form. You can get them from eating like proteins and meat and those types of things, but we never had it until last year. There was a company that started manufacturing their supplements. You just buy them from the website. They're over the counter type thing, and you can take them. They're either a drink or a pill, and they don't have the same like negative things like the one that when we can talk more about each one, but the one that helps fat loss, 100% of it was fat, 0% of muscle loss. That's so different than like the 40% of muscle loss from the synthetic side. The cravings were decreased. 600 calories were eaten less in this trial period. 2 inches off the waist, right? Like all of these things. And they have one that's for building muscle that like is my favorite one. Like I love it. It makes you stronger, it makes you have more endurance, it reduces inflammation, like all these really cool things without the negative side effects. And it's a fraction of the cost, which is cool because they're coming from nature, from plants, from animals, which is why they're called bioactive. And then precision is because they do a precise function in the body, peptides. So bioactive precision peptides. And that's kind of the difference is synthetic are also trying to do something specific, but they're made in a lab or pulled from some substance like snake venom or Gila monster venom or something, and then altered versus bioactive are pulled from nature and they can use them. I'm using them, you're using them, like our people, our clients, like they're using them, seeing amazing results without all the negative side effects and really just optimizing their health with them. So kind of a totally different, same idea, same function, but very different outcome for
All
sure.
natural versus synthetic. So, yeah, I've lost a lot of
Yeah.
weight. My strength feels like doubled in the past 90 days. It feels like it. I was talking to my dad this morning. He's down 18 pounds and he's been working out for 10 years. And he's
Yeah.
just incredible. He said his joints are feeling better as well.
Yep.
So I love it. So over $100 million was invested into discovering these with AI technology, being able to extract them, get them through the digestive system, and perform the specific function like you
Yeah.
mentioned.
And the cool part is like a lot of people ask about this, like AI doesn't create them. AI just figured out which peptides do what, helped
Yeah.
them realize those peptides will work in the human body. And then they pulled them out and said, let's put them through trials. Let's put them through the lab. Let's simulate digestion, which is why synthetic ones are injectable because they can't make it through the digestive tract. But these bioactive ones, because they're from nature, can. And that's one of the major differences, along with there's really not a lot of side effects comparatively, I think, between the two is you can eat them, you can take them, you can drink them, and they'll actually survive and do their job, which is cool. So yeah, AI is what really made it happen for us to discover this because otherwise no human could do the calculations that needed to be done, the millions and millions, the hundreds of millions times hundreds of millions of calculations of how many peptides there are in nature. AI was the only thing that could do it, which is why we're just now seeing it come out this last year, really.
It's beautiful. I feel so great with
Yeah.
them. So I'm gonna have you
Yeah.
go through just real quick. There's four right now. We have four peptide products and two support products. What are each of them? And briefly, what are they going to help? them with, help them accomplish, and then we'll talk about how
Yeah.
to do them.
Yeah, for sure. So the four peptide products are for fat loss, muscle building, focus, and energy. So they're called fit, lean, focused, and energized. And so I mean, just briefly, each one like fit is I think my favorite. I think there's a combo that I really love, which I'll talk about. But fit is so incredible. I think every person over 35 in the United States who is somewhat sedentary, lives a stress life, and wants to maintain their muscle mass needs to take fit. It helps improve your energy in the gym, recovery, strength, reduces inflammation. NAD production is like 2.7 times just taking a normal dose, which NAD is like your longevity molecule. Like it's bonkers what it does. And I'm like, like I feel so much stronger on it. Like so much stronger, so much more energized with it. And it's not even the energized peptide. It's just fit. So I love fit. So that's that. Anyone looking to tone up, build muscle, maintain. And the other question I get is, what if I'm not working out? What if I'm not doing strength training? Then you need it even more because it's going to help you maintain the muscle mass, especially while you're trying to lose weight, which is key. Which takes us to the second one that is called lean. This is all about fat loss. I think some of the key mechanisms that it does, it helps improve metabolic or your metabolism so your body can burn energy easier. It helps your cells that have fat in them signal to your brain that you're full. So that gut brain access and your leptin and ghrelin levels, it helps regulate those. So you don't have as many cravings, you eat less food in general, which for a lot of us, including myself, is a really great thing. And so you can lose fat. And again, 100% of it was fat loss, which is super, super cool. So those are two of my favorite. I combine those two. And I really like those. I like to combine them with the third one I'll talk about, which is, the third thing is two support products, which I'll just kind of interject there. They have a support product that is electrolytes. They call it hydrated. Your body needs hydration to burn fat. You can't burn fat without minerals. You can't have great energy. You can't sleep well, like all of those things. Your mood's going to be off. So hydration is key. Electrolytes are key. So I combine those first two, fit and lean, with their hydration product. And then the other one I really like is not a peptide, but it's a support product called Calm. And it calms the nervous system down. So if you're looking to build muscle or lose fat, you got to reduce cortisol. You got to balance hormones that way. Otherwise, it's going to be a hard, long game where you're never going to see the long-term results. So Calm helps balance the nervous system and calm that cortisol down, which I think is so, so valuable when you're combining it, trying to lose weight and build muscle. So that's my favorite combo right there. That's fit, lean, calm, and hydrated are like, I think this the powerhouse combo for like nervous system, fat loss, building muscle, even mood and energy. You're going to see huge changes there with those four. And then the last two, the actual other two products are, like I said, are for focus, which helps like neurotransmitters and brain function and memory and just brain fatigue, all that brain fog, right? Kind of clears that out, which I know is as we age happens, especially when women go through menopause. So focus is really great for that. And then energized is awesome for improving your energy naturally. So you're going to get better energy immediately, but because of the sustained effect of the peptide, it's going to last. It's not going to be this quick short-term jittery thing that you just like, oh, I'm hopped up on caffeine now. It can last for us, which is really cool. It helps with ATP, which is your cellular energy, and also helps with neurotransmitters and things to help with the energy. So I really like those two as well. If you're looking for specific help in those arenas and those areas, which a lot of us are, but yeah, that's really kind of the six main products that we look at. Four are the actual peptides, and then two just support your body's ability to utilize the peptides and perform other functions so you can see better results with them. So that's kind of all of it in one, I guess.
Awesome. So what do you suggest for someone that wants to get started? Like how long to see results, and what do you suggest to someone that's like, I want to get started on this? And then what does it take to
Yeah. Yeah, so most of the trials were done over like 20 weeks. That's like for all of these different things they're looking at. And that's 5 months basically, right? And so I always say like start with 90 days. Let's see how you do. Because some people, especially if you're looking for weight loss, it really depends on your goal. Like for me, I'm never going to stop building muscle. That's my goal. I want to be 70 and be strong and ripped and doing pull-ups and all the things. So I'll probably stay on it for long term, which you can. There's no harm in that. It's like eating protein long term, right? But for some people, they'll hit their weight loss goal. So you might be able to go off it after that or cycle it. There's no rebound effect. You're not going to like all of a sudden just gain all the weight back unless, of course, you just eat really junky food and don't take care of yourself anymore, which the trials actually showed that they continue to lose weight after and had really great habits, which was really cool. So yeah, so 5 months is the trial periods that they did. So I always say start with 90 days and and then look towards maybe that 5 month period if you need to. And they have some cool things like put it on subscribe and save. Like they have all, you can just buy it from their website. Like answering the question of like, how do we get them? There's a link that you can just go to. You have to have someone who's an affiliate. Like I'm an affiliate, Scotty's an affiliate. You might be getting this video from somebody else who's an affiliate. You have to use their code. And I'd put it on subscribe and save because you're gonna save 10% over that course of that 3 months. And then on the fourth month, it actually goes to 20%. And so if you continue on it after that, you've kind of got your rank up there. As far as I've been on this for a while, they're going to give you a little bit of extra discount, which is really cool. And so that's I would totally put it on subscribe and save, plan on 90 days, potentially looking at that 5 months. And then whoever your affiliate is, or if it's me or Scott, whoever, just after you've kind of reached your goal, say, what do I do now? Like talk to us about it. We can help answer questions, but I think that's the best way to get started is, there's a link that you can grab if you're listening it from me or whoever kind of sent you this might have that link for you. So yeah.
Awesome. I'm only just over 90 days on my peptides. I feel absolutely incredible. And so we're
And
excited.
and you look incredible too. Like if you haven't seen Scotty's picture, it's his before and after. How old are you, Scotty?
I'm 43. I'll be 44 this
43. He's like ripped and he's shredded and he's strong and he's looking really good. So yeah, just not very long, which is really cool.